Hey guys, how you doing? Luna here with a new video. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here to give you my thoughts and my review on the most recent Beatles song. Now and Then is a song originally recorded and written by John Lennon in the late 70s. It was supposed to be some sort of apology to Paul, or that's, the lore behind the track. It was originally meant to be finished in the anthology project where songs like Real Love and Free as a Bird were completed, but they weren't able to isolate John's vocals from the piano because it was recorded in the same microphone. Therefore, they weren't able to finish the track properly, so it was shelved. But now, thanks to AI and thanks to proper isolating technology, they were able to finish the song and they decided to release it. I'm recording this video on Friday. The song was released yesterday, and honestly, it's exactly what I expected. I have a video on this channel talking about this whole project and why I thought it was a bad idea. To give you a quick run through my reasons is because, first of all, I think it's disrespectful to recreate John Lennon's voice. I mean, if someone does it on TikTok to make John Lennon sing fucking, I don't know, Bohemian Rhapsody by the Queen, then that's fine. It's just, it's just a fun little experiment to know how it might have sounded if John Lennon performed that track. But when you take a track that he left unfinished and use AI to recreate his voice in the way that you thought he was going to finish it, and it's published as an official song, that's a little fucked up. Now, after listening to the track, it's pretty much obvious that they didn't really recreate that much of John Lennon's voice. Actually, I dare to say that they basically didn't do it at all. So, that's something I said on the video too. They may not do it. They may just use the AI to isolate the vocals, which is basically what they did. But there's also a problem in that because the vocals, this was a really early demo, so the way that it was recorded, it wasn't performed properly. If you know John Lennon's work and you know how he worked around a track, you know that he had to make a lot of attempts in order to get one he actually was satisfied with. So this was clearly a song that he wrote but wasn't satisfied with the performance. Therefore, he just, left it for the future or just shelved the song. I don't know. Therefore, I don't really agree with releasing the song without knowing if he was actually okay with it or not. And number 3, and I think that this is more important than number 1 and number 2, Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr have totally different styles than John Lennon. They were completely different even in the Beatles, so this was kind of sound weird. You don't need to be a hardcore John Lennon fan to realize that songs like Free as a Bird and Real Love doesn't really sound like John Lennon songs, And I know a lot of people say that these are, this is a Beatles song, this is not a John Lennon solo track, but it is though. John Lennon created these songs when he was a solo artist, so I don't know where this argument comes from. Even when he was in the Beatles, in the Beatles worked in a way where when one of the band members created a song, wrote a song, he was the director of that track. So that track was taking the path that the creator wanted it to take, and everyone else just followed. Obviously, they contributed with ideas, but that was pretty much it. The person that created the track had to approve of these ideas, as you see in tracks like Obla Di Obla Da, where John Lennon created the intro for the track, and Paul approved it, so it's in the song. What I'm trying to say is that even in the Beatles, John Lennon and every single one of the band members had the creative authority over the tracks they wrote. I think that Paul McCartney and Ringo were not the proper people to finish a John Lennon song. Okay, I think that John Lennon is the only one that can finish one of his own tracks. So this whole marketing thing about this being the final Beatles song is clickbait. It's not true. This is just Ringo Starr and Paul McCartney finishing something that John Lennon did 40 years ago. My problem with this remaster, or this official release, if you want to call it that way, is that it's it doesn't feel like a John Lennon song. It doesn't feel like a Beatles song. It feels like a Paul McCartney track, honestly. The instrumentation is basically that. The guitar is completely useless. I don't know whose idea was to add a guitar onto the mix, or at least not as loud as it is, because the piano at a certain point, it's blended onto the track, when in the original recording it was basically what led the melody. I can't say that it sounds like a normal John Lennon performance because he really liked to echo his vocals. Every single one of his albums, he has echoed vocals, with a lot of reverb. So I don't understand, even the most basic John Lennon fan would tell you maybe we should add a little bit of reverb to the vocals and make it sound more like a John Lennon song. Even in his Beatles recordings, he used to do this. So I don't understand why Paul McCartney, basically his fucking brother in terms of songwriting, didn't know this or didn't have the idea to do this. Maybe they tried it, but it doesn't sound good. I don't know. There's just too many questions, honestly. The problem I have with the track is that if you consider that this is the last Beatles song ever, you know, they ran out of recordings. There's no more. There's nothing else to be released. This is one of the most underwhelming tracks ever. I don't care at all for this track. If you compare this song to the material they were doing in the 60s, it's fucking bullshit. It's not good. Like, there's no point of comparison. And, you know, a lot of people say, well, don't care about the quality. It's just a new Beatles song. Enjoy it and that's it. I can't really do that. We're talking about the greatest band ever. So this unfinished fucking mediocre track doesn't really fill the spot for me. Is it enjoyable? Yeah, I guess. You know, it's a good track. I like the chord progression that John Lennon came up with in the original recording. I really do like the chorus, but this guitar playing and all of these different like vocal harmonies from an old Paul McCartney, they don't sound good. It sounds weird, and again, you don't need to be a fucking John Lennon expert to know that this doesn't sound at all like a John Lennon track, which is remarkable because, you know, you have the fucking songwriting and the performance already there. You have the blueprint. All you have to do is go to Imagine, go to Plastic Ono Band, go to fucking Double Fantasy if you want something closer to when it was recorded or supposedly recorded. You have all the things you need to do your research, but still you decided to just add your own style to the track with this guitar that John never. I don't think I remember a single John Lennon song with a guitar like the one that's playing in this song, or with this sort of like harmonies on the track. You took a song that it's sad and apologetic and decided to make it as epic as possible in order for you to get your last Beatles song energy to it, and it doesn't work because it's not what the song was meant to be. This is only my opinion, by the way. I want to know what you guys think. Honestly, I know I sound kind of annoyed, and that's not usually how I am in these videos, but it's just the Beatles are kind of a big deal for me, and whenever they try to pull these stunts just to sell more records, I get annoyed, man. I'm sorry, but I do. But I do want to know what you think, so please leave me your opinion down below. I really want to know what you guys think about this new Beatle track. I want to know your opinion on the story. I want to know if you've heard the original demo. Which one do you like the most? Obviously, you know, this new track, it's finished and the demo isn't, but I think that, including me, a lot of people feel like the mystery and the unfinished nature of the original demo has some sort of like appeal to it. But again, let me know what you think. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the videos that I upload. Please, again, do remember this is only my personal opinion. I mean no disrespect to any of the people involved in this project. I think that, you know, it was a noble effort, but I don't think they really put that much love into it. I think that more research had to be done when it comes to John Lennon's style of songwriting, and not even that much. You just need to go ahead and listen to the most popular songs he ever did. You can clearly tell a pattern, and I believe that pattern is the one that should have been used to complete the track, but hey, it is what it is. Once again, I hope that you enjoyed, guys, and I hope that I can see you soon with a new video. But until then, bye.